Jack's eyes narrowed as he watched his wife Sarah laugh with the mayor of their town. They were sitting on the couch, surrounded by the opulent decorations of Sarah's bedroom. Jack could feel his senses heighten, his visual and auditory inputs on high alert. He was watching, observing, analyzing. The situation was critical. Sarah was smiling at the mayor, her eyes locked onto his with the intensity that made Jack's gut twist. The mayor was responding in kind, his lips curled into a smirk as he leaned in close to Sarah. Jack could see the movement of their lips, the gentle pressure of their mouths together. It was a slow dance, a careful ballet of seduction. Jack felt a twinge of doubt creeping in. Was this really happening? Or was it just his mind playing tricks on him? He replayed the events leading up to this moment, searching for any inconsistencies. The mayor had been acting strange around Sarah for weeks, always finding excuses to touch her arm or pat her shoulder. And now he was moving in closer. Jack's eyes snapped back into focus as he watched the mayor's hand slide down Sarah's arm, his fingers brushing against her wrist. He felt a jolt of adrenaline coursing through his veins. This wasn't just a social encounter. This was an operation. The mayor had declared hostile intent. Without thinking, Jack sprang to his feet and took off in pursuit of the couple. He followed them through the house, using cover behind furniture and door frames to keep himself concealed. They moved quickly, their footsteps light on the carpeted floor. Jack reached the master bedroom and watched from a safe distance as Sarah and the mayor began to undress each other. The tension in the air was palpable, heavy with anticipation. Jack felt his own heart racing, his senses on high alert. The mayor's hand roamed over Sarah's body, his fingers tracing the contours of her skin. She let out a soft gasp as he touched her breast, his thumb brushing against her nipple. Jack's vision blurred for a moment as he fought to maintain his composure. Sarah's head snapped up, her eyes meeting the mayor's in a flash of recognition. For a moment, she just looked at him, a mixture of guilt and desire on her face. Then she leaned back, her hands reaching out to push him away. The mayor hesitated for a moment before responding, his lips moving towards Sarah's neck. Jack felt a surge of anger course through him. This was an enemy in their midst, using deception and betrayal to get what he wanted. Without hesitation, Jack reached into his pocket and pulled out his phone. He dialed command, his voice steady, even as the adrenaline coursed through his veins. "Command, this is Bravo 6. I have a situation here at my residence, requesting close air support for hostile operation." The mayor's eyes snapped up to Jack, a look of shock and fear crossing his face. Sarah just stared back, her eyes wide with terror. Jack continued to talk into the phone, his words steady and calm. "Target is located in bedroom Alpha. I have visual confirmation of hostile intent. Requesting airstrike for destruction of enemy target." There was a pause on the other end of the line before command responded, their voice cold and detached. "Airstrike en route, Bravo 6. Estimated time to impact, 30 seconds. Jack turned his gaze to Sarah and the mayor, a look of grim satisfaction on his face. He watched as they froze in terror, unsure of what was about to happen. The sound of thunder echoed through the air, growing louder with each passing second. Jack closed his eyes, waiting for the strike to take effect. When he opened them again, the scene before him had been transformed into a smoldering ruin. The mayor's body was reduced to ashes, his screams cut short by the blast of ordnance. Sarah's face was blackened with soot, her eyes wide with terror as she stumbled back from the bed. Jack stood frozen for a moment, taking in the aftermath of the airstrike. He felt a sense of satisfaction wash over him, his anger and frustration at bay. Justice had been served, but then he heard Sarah's voice behind him. "Jack, please, stop this." Jack turned to her, his eyes narrowing as he took in the sight before him. The mayor's body was still smoldering, but it was what lay between them that made Jack's heart sink. The two of them were embracing, their bodies covered in sweat and ash. "Command, this is Bravo 6. I have a new situation here. Requesting extraction for hostile wife." There was a pause on the other end of the line before command responded, their voice detached once again. "Extraction en route, Bravo 6. Estimated time to impact, 5 minutes. Jack turned and walked away from the bed, his eyes fixed on Sarah's back. He knew he had to get out of there, to regroup and plan his next move. The war was far from over, or was